Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Welcome to Sovereign Saturdays. Sovereign men control their time. Their time. Let me tell you what. I remember something that I learned like decades ago. And this is actually from reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, and he had a good point. And he was talking about how every man should have a watch because of the importance of time. And a sovereign man especially has to be mindful of his time, and to truly be sovereign, he has to control his time. And yeah, it's, you know, it's hard to 100% control it, of course, like what you do. But actually, you can come very close. You can come very close, especially if you are a sovereign man who owns their own business. You can actually set when you're going to do stuff, when you're not going to do stuff. I'll use myself for an example. I'm very particular about what I do with my time. I'm very particular. Like, I've had people hit me up and they would want a consultation on the weekend, and I was like, no, that's not the time I do stuff. I do stuff like, really, like consultations. They pretty much Mondays through Thursdays. They Mondays through Thursdays, because my weekends belong to my sons. But that's how I split my time. Or even when I do certain things, I'm very meticulous about when I do stuff. It's always in a certain time frame. It's always in a certain time frame. When I'm recording these videos, certain time frame, because I have control over it. See, that's the ultimate control when you have your own business and you have the type of business where you can do it whenever you feel like it. I can make videos, podcasts, write something whenever I feel like it. I'm not on anyone's deadline. And see, that's always been a problem when I'm on someone else's deadline. I was like, and that was me. That was me. But even if you have a business, you still have to be mindful of time. Indeed, that's why watches are so expensive. Like, people, they get good watches. It's more than just a fashion accessory. They have to be mindful. Okay, we need to do this at this time. You know, that's why, like, high-level people, high-level men, you know, you'd say a meeting at a certain time and they there early. They are there early. And being late for them is a no-no, especially if you're in business for them. They thinking about that because time. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if you think about it, time is probably more important than even money. And you know how I feel about money. Because you need time to do stuff. You need time to rest. You need time, and how you manage it is very important. Indeed, a lot of what I do personally is a time issue, because I got free time. Only work maybe 20 hours a week. Only work 20 hours a week. And the thing is, I got the freedom to do other stuff. More freedom to spend with my sons. Because as I'm recording this, I got to get them some stuff, more stuff for school. I was like, how come you didn't say you needed a new backpack, you know? And so it's like, all right, cool. And that's the thing. And that's how you have to look at it. That's how you have to look at it. It's like you free to do whatever. You free to travel. If I want to go on a vacation like once a month, I have the freedom to do that. I have the time to do it, you know, because one of the things with a lot of people just period, male or female, regardless of race, a lot of people want somebody else's time. Think about it. Just working a 9 to 5. Now, this is what I'm saying. This has always been my position. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 as you're building your sovereignty, but think about the bad part about it. Okay, say 9 to 5, which means you got to get up at a certain time, prepare at a certain time. You have to travel. Then you stuck on that job 9 to 5. You stuck on that job. You have to be there if you want to keep your money. Then you have to travel back. And then you got to prepare for the next day. Your time is taken up by someone else. See, I just got to be real with it. To truly be sovereign, Like, you need your own joint. You need your own business. You need that, and you need to manage it. Now, while you building towards that, you got to even manage that, the 9 to 5. Okay, you got to be there. Okay, how am I gonna manage getting there? How am I gonna manage getting ready? And then over your free time, how are you managing that? How are you managing that? In a personal view, you need to, your free time, you need to be working to build something else. Like I said, I can respect the 9 to 5 as a business, as being in business. Sometimes you got to do it, but that should just be your day job. We gotta take the whole sovereign man concept to another level. You gotta be free. You want to be the dominant. You want to be the dominant person over how your money comes in. You want to work towards it, and you want to work towards that free time and really manage how you use it. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, let's say, okay, like I said, there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 as long as you using it to get to another level. But even then, what are you doing during your free time that you have? How many men waste their time on some bullshit? Like, I use an example. Trolls. The thing is, whenever I catch a troll or something, I'm laughing. I'm laughing on one hand, but then I actually feel sorry for them. Because I'm like, the time you taking to go in on someone else or to try to harass someone online, you could be doing something productive. What are you doing productive? What's productive? You getting money for this? The time you take, you getting money for it? No. You know, so it's like one hand, like I said, one hand you laughing at them, and then on the other hand, you're like, damn, that's some pitiful ass shit. You know, you sitting around just entertaining yourself. That's not productive. And I've been there before when I was younger, because I was thinking, there's times, I remember back in the day, I'd be watching the videos, not even the videos, maybe something on TV that didn't, you know, just there, just sitting around. And I was like, this shit ain't making me any money. I was like, okay. I got to the point, if I'm sitting around, if I'm sitting still, I'm either thinking about some business or something like that. I got myself to the point. Because that time I was wasting a lot of time, that being as productive was my 20s. And I was like, nah, I got to do some other stuff. And that's about when I started my publishing business. So I got to the point, I was always doing something. You know, what are you using your time for? And, you know, you got to think that as a sovereign man, regardless of you got a business, you got to work for someone, what are you using your time for? In fact, let me get into that business thing. I mean, not business, but working on a regular job. Are you being productive on that job? Are you sitting around, because you got this thing now called quiet quitting, where people are going on a job and just doing just enough. And I'm gonna tell you what, one of the things I did, regardless of whether I was working in an office, whether I was working on a retail floor, one of the things I did is always look for the extra. I always went a step beyond. I was like, okay, I'm sitting here and I need to learn this other thing. You know, if I'm on a job, I'm trying to figure out stuff. I'm trying to figure out like other stuff. I'm seeing what I could look at, even if I had free time. You know, because, you know, you work on any job, you might have some downtime. So I was like, okay, let me figure out what I need to be doing. You know, what I need to be learning. That's the thing. That is the thing. You know, what are you doing with it? Is your time productive? See, a sovereign man is going to make all his time productive, even when he's asleep. Like you could be taking a power nap on the couch. That's actually productive because we all need rest. But if you just sitting around, piddling around, what's productive about that? You know? Because every time I look at something, I'm thinking money. I might just look at something and say, that's a good idea. Or something. But it's your time. A sovereign man must control their time. You must manage your time. A sovereign man must make any time he has productive. All right. So anyway, I want y'all to think about that. And if you want control, if you don't want to be a sovereign man, have control, well, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, non-productive ass shit. But you want to be a sovereign man, control that time. Make it work for you. Make it work for you. You know? So, that's all I have for today. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.